Hello, this is Gabe from GabeSGoneGaming. Today we're playing more SnowRunner. I'm going to be resuming with the whole Watchtowers, trucks, and upgrades. We're working in Smithville Dam. I do not remember if there's any more road blockages on this particular map. If not, sweet. If there is, then we will proceed accordingly. Let's see, this is where I was. I got those two already. That means we want this one, this one, this one. And then we're going to head up to that one. Now, we do have an upgrade down here, but that is actually out of my way. So, I am not going to immediately be getting to it until I actually see about crossing the dam. Oh, yeah. I just remembered that bridge is broken. So, we're going to see what we can get. I do know this is one of our vehicles we get to keep, but I have to unlock it first. I do try to use the highway trucks, although they usually just end up turning into either part vehicles or fuel carriers. So, we will see what we end up doing. So, just a reminder, still on a controller. Come on, there we go. Me and controllers are so-so on what we do, so to speak. There we go. Not very used to them. I prefer my sim rig. It's just that I have that weird USB thing going on right now. I just turned off the engine. So, with that, I will be going at it. And if something happens, I will let you guys know. All right, almost there. A little bit sooner than I thought, but yeah. So, in SnowRunner, sometimes not taking the road is faster than taking the road. It just means you have an increased chance of, damaging your vehicle like I just did. Or encountering spots you can't quite fit. We want this button. Let's see. There's an upgrade up there. I kind of remember that one. I might have said something last video. Might have. I don't remember. So we're going to go snag that upgrade. Then we're going to work our way over to that watchtower next. Do not cross you. I'd rather go this way. But this way is also not very good. It's better than that mud. There we go. Oh. So thanks to me using a controller, I am able to quick winch. Alright. It appears what I would fear happen has just happened. Nothing. Nope. 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 I have that one. All right. If I remember right, that is the last of the usual issues I have with this road. So, I'm going to get back to it. And I will talk to you guys as soon as something else happens again. Alright, which one is this? Oh, that's helpful. I do know the Scout 800, which is my current upgraded Scout with the hitch. We'll probably end up needing it. But I usually end up using the CK 1500 more, just because it's less tippy. We'll see what I end up doing. But it is going in one of those two. Ooh, I'm in reverse. There we go. The next stop is that watchtower. I'll have to keep in mind my fuel levels. There we go. I have had plenty of times where I've had bad experiences on this road. It does not matter what vehicle. It's just for some reason it feels like every one I use, all over the place. Now I do know, stay out of that. That road there is very deceptive. It is deeper in some spots than you might think it is, and I have actually flipped there plenty of times in the past. So, there we go. It would be interesting to see the rest of the scouts that don't have trailer hitches to actually see about getting them. Ow. Because that would mean this one here could technically haul a trailer. It has the power to tow one with the winch. But it doesn't mean I can use that to help me out. Awesome, rank 5. I think that's what I needed for one of the roof racks. I think the CK-1500. Alright, there's an upgrade here. I could either cut straight over or follow south. I think I'm gonna go south. Well, doesn't matter what I decide to do if I can't get out of here. All right. Brakes. This feels really weird. Wonder how much of this is due to the controller and not actually the road or the road or the vehicle. Now, just a reminder, it is late at night for me. So, I can only be so loud. Oops, bumped that. Owie. I am thinking I should probably do a test save. Basically a vehicle experimentation, see what works, see what doesn't. That type of thing. I'm thinking I should have all vehicles free, but probably not. Ooh, I keep forgetting you can move those, and I don't like turning these maps. They throw me off really, really badly. There we go. Yep, this is where I need to go. Except this road. My goal is to collect all watchtowers as I find them. Or not watchtowers, all upgrades as they become available. Unless it is completely out of my way, like that one smack dead in the middle of this map. At which point I will come back around later and grab that. But thanks to that bridge being out, I'm probably going to end up doing that sooner than I thought. There we go. Don't know why, but I was just thinking it'd be interesting to have like a rally. It could be car. You know, like one of those off-road trophy trucks or something similar. There's probably mods for that. Come on. I know I'm not a fan of the auto. And there we go. Which one's this for? International Transtar. That is the 4070A. Again, not used to controllers, so I'm going to be hitting weird random buttons sometimes. It was this one. For some reason, I was thinking it was the Loadstar, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. Alright, let's get out of here. I will probably never use this road again, other than for getting that. Come on. Nothing. We are indeed moving. Moving is a completely different story than going anywhere fast, though. That doesn't help. Come on, turn. I think one of the later seasons has a like an off-road racing thing. Need to double check and look, but I think one of the vehicles is actually designed for racing. Ow. Point 14, 13. Right. Alright. Almost there. If it gets stuck in the mud at the last second. Knowing my luck, that's probably what's going to happen. Alright, so it looks like there's no new upgrades from that. I'll have to double check up there later. We need to go south, so let's just head up this road and drive down here then. Alright, do not drive off the edge. I am not use the camera movement. Call it a hunch, but we're probably going to run out of gas with this by the time we're done. We are definitely being pushed. Ow. We don't need the engine. Well, apparently we also don't need the shocks. Alright. I think this was a mission too. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it was. I don't remember if it was crossing this or going to that island in the middle. I think the island in the middle. Come on. You can make it. No more excuses on getting stuck. Oh, it's better than... Alright. Looks like I'm gonna have to run off for a second, so I will resume this in a bit. Alright. I am back. Everything's just fine, so. Let's see. Let's turn you off, take a look. Cross that. That mission's, mission? Oh, yeah. Should have taken that one. Either here and then there, or it's something. Anyway, I can do that later. Next stop is that watchtower, which is one of the bigger circles I see. So yeah, let's get that one done. And I think we'll work our way back from there. There's an upgrade. Sweet. That one is for White Western Star. Now, I do remember that mission quite well. That was a big pain to get that truck out. Considering I'm aiming for both the 100% on my missions and the achievement for the Stars and Stripes, or I believe that's what it's called. Come on. Want this gear. That. Go. Hello, Smokey. I see you are with me today. Yeah, I have the, I have one of my cats with me right now, so I might be talking to her on and off every once in a while. Come on. Lay down. I think there was a little side trail thing that you can actually take. I think I didn't just drive straight up there. Oh, close enough. All right. That's a pretty good chunk right there. So down at the bottom, there's an upgrade. That's in that swamp. We'll probably snag that one when we go to snag this one. Otherwise, there is this one right here. So we're going to aim for you. And your fastest way to take the road. So take this one. That. This. Looks like this was the actual road right here. Even with the off-road gearbox, this thing feels like it's a little too fast. Ow. Doesn't matter how good your brakes are if you don't hit them. Nice. Oh. And that is for the Scout. Awesome. So that is the freeway gearbox for all of the Scout vehicles. Let's get out of here. I do know, regardless, I have to back up. So, let's take a look. Yeah, that's what I'll end up doing. So basically, we're just gonna back up this whole thing. And then we're going to continue straight instead of where we made the turn to head down here. Let's just see. I do know there's that one. And then there's that one. We're gonna turn here, get this one, and head back up. Is that? Yep, this is the detour. White Western Star. Nice. That is literally my next objective, so that start. Let's see, we have you. You're right here. Trying to remember how much I'll need. Well, let's just... Not that button. Unpack, detach. If I decide I am done with that trailer, I will eventually move the cargo around. Okay, gooseneck. 4 slots, hauls vehicles. 4 axles, that's a slight minus in some cases. Flatbed semi. Could swap that out with you. I think we're gonna hold off on those. Let's see, we're looking for... This is the Scout 800. Huh. You can tell I am debating about things. That one's rank 14. $11 and $14. I don't have any money right now. I just realized that. So, we're going to use this one. And basically what we're going to do is step 1, swing by the gas station. I don't remember entirely, but there was that trailer. Ugh. Could have been bad. Yeah, I saw that trailer icon on the map. Let me just double check it first. So basically we... Oh, yes. You know, it helps to check these. I saw this as an icon, but I couldn't remember what it was. But that tells me everything I need to know, so I'm going to just switch right back over to the Fleet Star. Yeah, that could have been bad. It also helps if you don't drive past where it is you're going. Ugh. Youch. We're gonna see if I can make it through here. Although, going by the looks of things, I hit a tree. Ow. Alright, we're up to 17,000 now. Good. Alright, we still have the one upgrade down there. The international Transstar is there. The upgrade's still there as well. But ultimately, I think that means we got most of this done. Let's just double check and see. Not a drill. Not a bad idea to do some of those. That. Black River. Let's see, bricks, planks, one beam. Could also try getting some of these. 22, 17. I think the biggest issue with these is actually getting to them. Yeah, I think getting to them is going to be the bigger problem. We don't have anything for logging yet. So, oops. So, Island Lake is there. And then you are up here. That is a very good question. Depends on what's there. I think I'm gonna have to do some more scouting. I have this. Just there to there. All right. I think that's what I'll do for now. I do have to go to bed, so I am going to call it a night. So with that, I will say good night. If anyone has a suggestion, please let me know on what to do next. Although I'm probably going to end up recording before I end up posting this video. So, with that, good night.